schedule starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Murray going to fire one out wide. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And on an RPO, everything happens so fast. And as a defender, you can't get stuck trying to figure out what's going on. That time he had it figured out in a flash, and he was able to make a beeline to the receiver and make the play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Murray off play action. He's going to look deep for more. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rondale Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Broncos nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. He completes it to Julio Jones. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Wilson. He'll find Jones again, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Now Wilson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Quiddy Pay racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
This defense for the Broncos, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Play fake. Murray. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On third down, it's Hines, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
2nd and 5 now. Murray. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Here's Murray. And that will
be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Carlson able to put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Man open. Here is Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They go play action now. Wilson.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 8.
On the handoff, running left, Singletary. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Murray. He finds his man Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 41-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down and keep the sticks moving.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing now is Murray. Caught on a slant. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bronco defense comes up big. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. Being chased out left. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now Wilson down around his goal line.
He's got his tight end McKinney right side complete.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Broncos send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. This to Hines on the drop-off. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray finds Hines again for the completion. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On play action, it's Murray. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From the 36, Murray. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the 1st half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to look deep for Moore. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Wilson escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Watch two. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kwity Paye, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Kwity Paye in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action. Now Wilson. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They go play action with Wilson. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Devin Duvernay. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Eagles 27, Broncos 9.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions.
Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way home for a Broncos score. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
But on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. A gain of 6 there on first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Play fake. Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there for Philly. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second down and goal. Murray. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Devin Duvernay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Gotta go. Let's go. 45. Mike, 45. I got you.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this has not been going the way that he thought prior to the game. Probably figured he'd be able to throw a few more downfield, but he's having to run around for his life back there. They've already gotten to him a number of times. They'll keep coming after him in the pass rush. My advice, shorter passes. Get the ball out of your hand.
The Broncos on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
45 the mic. 45 the mic. In your face.
To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Oh, here we go. Oh, check 45.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down.
Let's go, defense.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
After the turnover, here's Murray.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 15, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
So that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
It's now 3rd down.
45, Mike, 45. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taking it about the 36.
A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Murray.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines, and a solid run down inside the 30.
111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2nd down at 4. Now Murray. That's taken in by Duvernay.
So the completion good for just 3. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Murray's throw is on target to Duvernay.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. To throw, it's Murray.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Easy.
Back to throw it, Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will push this lead up to 20 now.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Adafe Owe, able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Wilson. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Denver, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12.